Every month starts the same way. You get paid. For a brief moment, you feel safe again. You tell yourself, this month will be different. This month, you'll finally catch up. But then life happens. Rent comes out. Subscriptions renew. Credit card payments hit your account. Coffee, gas, groceries, delivery apps. Small purchases you barely remember making. And somehow, the money disappears faster than you earned it. By the final week of the month, survival becomes the goal. You stop thinking about your future. You stop thinking about freedom. You just hope your card still works long enough to make it to the next payday. His name was Victor, 29 years old, an accountant working for a logistics company in a small American city. Victor wasn't lazy. He wasn't irresponsible. In fact, he looked like someone doing okay. He had a stable job, a paycheck every 2 weeks, a decent apartment, a normal life. And that was exactly why nobody noticed he was drowning. Because debt rarely looks dramatic in the beginning. It looks normal. A dinner after work because you're tired. A new phone because your old one still works, but feels outdated. A subscription you forgot about. A few online purchases late at night when stress feels too heavy. None of it feels dangerous in the moment. That's how the trap works. Money leaves quietly, one small leak at a time. For 2 years, Victor lived inside a cycle he barely understood. Every month, he made the minimum payment, just enough to avoid panic, just enough to survive another month. But survival is expensive when interest keeps growing. The balance never really moved. The numbers changed, but the weight stayed the same. And slowly, without realizing it, Victor stopped building a future. All his energy went into maintaining damage. That's what debt does. It steals tomorrow to pay for today. That Friday night changed everything. Victor wasn't trying to buy luxury. He wasn't shopping for things he didn't need. He was buying groceries, bread, eggs, milk, basic survival. And still, his card was declined. Once, then twice. In moments like that, the world suddenly feels very quiet. You can hear people waiting behind you. You can feel the embarrassment in your chest. And for a few seconds, you stop feeling like an adult. Outside, in the freezing night air, the notifications started arriving one after another. Late fee, overdue payment, rent due. His balance was $11.40. That was all he had left. Control. The next morning, exhausted and ashamed, Victor walked into an old bookstore near the train station. The owner was an elderly man in his 70s. Calm eyes, slow movements. The kind of person who looked like he had already seen every mistake life could make. He poured Victor a cup of tea. Then he placed a blank sheet of paper on the table. Without saying much, he wrote 4 symbols: plus, minus, multiply, divide. And then he said something Victor would never forget. Most people don't fail because they earn too little. Addition wasn't just about earning more money. It was about adding awareness, tracking every dollar, coffee, subscriptions, impulse spending. For the first time in years, Victor stopped guessing where his money went. Subtraction meant removing the leaks, unused subscriptions, delivery apps, mindless spending. Small changes didn't feel important at first, but small leaks sink big ships. Multiplication meant consistency. Victor started bookkeeping work on weekends at a small bakery. It wasn't glamorous, but every extra hour mattered. Every disciplined decision slowly multiplied into something bigger. Division changed the way Victor used money. Before, he spent first and hoped something would be left. Now, every paycheck had a purpose: bills, savings, emergency fund, investing. Every dollar finally had a job. These weren't just math symbols anymore. Addition taught Victor awareness. Subtraction removed the leaks. Multiplication built momentum. And division gave every dollar a purpose. 4 simple rules, but together, they changed his life. 90 days later, Victor still wasn't rich, but something important had changed. For the first time in years, he could breathe without fear. His debt was shrinking, his emergency fund was growing, and perhaps most importantly, he no longer felt powerless. Because financial freedom doesn't begin the moment you become wealthy. It begins the moment you stop feeling out of control. If this story made you rethink your relationship with money, start tonight. Track what you spent last month. Divide your next paycheck before it disappears. And cut one leak from your life. Subscribe or comment 1 for more real money lessons that can help you take back control.